Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the first day of Warhammer Fest 2021 online, which focused on Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Warhammer Fest 2021 online got off to a great start today as we saw all the models now for the Soulblight Gravelords. So we saw some great previews of the upcoming miniatures now, and that'll be the full range for the Soulblight Gravelords. So after this video you'll see all the models that will soon be available to pick up. We also got a little sneaky peek at an online game that's coming out, and we also saw some other models as well. So let's dive straight in and check out the Soulblight Gravelords. They really stole the show today, and we got some awesome miniatures. So let's start off with the video that they showed us, and here it is. We start to see loads more vampires now, so this is really great. And this is Lakay Vey, Mother of Nightmares, a real interesting model on this kind of old gothic terrain. And then you've got another variation within this sect, the Vengorian Lord. And then we're seeing some dire wolves, and these are a great update to the dire wolves that already existed. And this beast is Radakar the Beast, and this is going to be a real big model by the looks of things. This looks really interesting, building on Curse City. Really impressed with these dire wolves. But there's another one. This is Belladama Volga, first of the Vikos, and this is a great model. So that's the video introduction, and these are all going to come for availability in May. So let's take a look at all the miniatures now, and we'll go through them one at a time and really kind of have a look at the details. And here's the first model up close now, and we've seen some great detail on this one. And this model we're going to get two variations. First one is this Lord, and these are the kind of real vampire looking figures, but on this real beast of a base with the huge wings. And here's the second variation, and this just looks stunning. I mean, this is a real centerpiece for sure. I don't know how this is going to fit into Warcry, so I'd have to have a closer look at the scale of this, but as a miniature and as a display piece or centerpiece for an Age of Sigmar army, this is incredible. I mean, it looks stunning, great centerpiece, but I don't think this is a model that I would want to pick up. I think having the kind of beast with the wings coming out of the hands and that body there, I don't know if that works completely for me, and I can't imagine this in Warcry. So although it looks awesome, real nice centerpiece, this model I'm not going to be looking to pick up at all. But the next one, this is quite interesting, and we're seeing Radakar the Beast Unleashed now. Interesting to see them building on Radakar the Wolf from Curse City, and they only briefly mentioned Curse City today when describing this model, but really cool to see Radakar go full beast mode. Hopefully we'll find out more about Curse City on Thursday when it's the time and the previews for the box games, but I'm not holding out any hope. I think Curse City seems to be done now, but we're kind of definitely seeing the whole story and the theme carried on here, and I don't know how this would fit in the timeline. Is this after Curse City? Is it before? I really don't know. But we see he's got the two little sidekicks there just hanging around him, trying to get some blood and guts dripping into their cup there. And so again, the whole aesthetic of this is building on the Curse City. Miniatures are very similar. We've got these hooved creatures, like vampire creatures, but we could also kind of go with these feral beast idea rather than just going full vampire, and I really like that. For last month's Patreon perk, I took the kind of animalistic vampires from Curse City and made some fighter cards and specific unique abilities for them so we could use them in Warcry, and I was really drawn to that kind of werewolf animalistic kind of narrative rather than the vampires. So I'm really interested to see these today, and this really plays into that, and I really like the direction this is going. So with the Soulblight Gravelords, we don't have to go full vampire. We could almost go with a werewolf theme. So I thought that was really cool how they've done that. As far as the sculpt go, I mean, this is incredible. It just looks great. But I really wish it wasn't called Radakar. I kind of want something a bit detached from Curse City now, so we're not getting that kind of bad feeling sticking with it. But a great model. I don't know if I'll pick it up, but really good. And these are the ones that I really like from today. And I think these might be my favourite of all the previews, the dire wolves. And there's already some dire wolves that you can buy from Games Workshop, and I nearly got them. I'm really glad I put it off. I was going to use them in Warcry, but now I've seen these ones come out. I think these are fantastic. These look so much better. Obviously it's a great update, real gory looking like hellhounds. They look really scary. They got all the bones, the flesh is rotten off them. There's even a crow pecking away at one of their backs, ripping the flesh off them. I think this is awesome. I really like the poses here. They look nice and unique. I think looking at them just quickly here, they all look different, so they're not repeated, so that's really great. Yeah, I think these are probably my favourite from today's preview. I think they're awesome, and I'll definitely be getting these, definitely be using them in Warcry, and we can already use these as thralls. It's already in the book, I believe, so we can use them straight away. But I'd love to take these in as a warband with a pack of these and use the next model that we'll take a look at in a minute as their leader, or even use Radikar the wolf from Cursed City as the leader, commanding this pack of beasts to attack you. So I think this would be a great fun warband to have and to play, and I'm definitely going to get these. So I think of everything, these are the set that I'm definitely going to look to pick up once they're released. And here's my second favourite release from the preview today, and this is a great model again, really going heavy on the wolves. We've got two awesome looking wolves here, and we've got this kind of animalistic vampire sat astride them. This is a female kind of vampire, and you can see she's sitting side saddle on the wolf, and as they pointed out in the video as I was watching it online, you can see her kind of animal feet just poking out from under her dress. So I thought that's a really nice touch. Again, we're not going full vampire here. We're really sticking to this animalistic werewolf theme, and I love that narrative. And I think after these now, these are all the ones that were released today for the Soulblight Gravelords. And now with these models, we've seen all the ones that are going to be available for that army. And I think this has almost drawn me away from the vampires a bit now that we saw in the previous video I did previewing the Soulblight Gravelords, and I really think I want to go down this route and have the kind of werewolf warband, animalistic kind of cursed werewolf warband. I think would be really fun in Warcry. So again, I think I'll get this model and those dire wolves, and I think together they're going to make a great warband. This is a great image of all the miniatures and fighters we can get for the Soulblight Gravelords. So we've seen the skeleton zombies before, but I tell you what we didn't see though was the zombie dragon at the back. Is it a Terrorgeist? I'm not sure what the name would be. I don't think we've seen that one, but the Fellbats look great, and they also look huge. They're really big at the back, so I'm looking forward to getting those Fellbats, a few of the vampires, maybe the individual ones, and then I'll use the skeletons and zombies from Cursed City and the other kind of villains and hostiles from that, but definitely going to pick up that dude on the wolves and the pack of dire wolves, and I think that'll be a real nice selection to build a few warbands from, maybe even delve into Age of Sigmar and try out a few games of that too. We also saw this new game by Trophy Games, a partner of Warhammer, and this is going to be an online game, I guess like a mobile game that you can play, and so you can watch this. I'm not going to play this whole video, this didn't feature much, they didn't talk about it all that much, but if you want to find out more about that, then that's up on the Warhammer community site, and it'll give you a lot more information if you're into all that. I don't fancy this myself, but it's there if you want to see it, and that'll be out in 2021. And we also got to see this guy, Kragnos. So this is a new model being introduced now as well, and this will tie in and develop the storyline. And so this is another long video that's up on the article at the Warhammer community site, so you can see that, and also watch the video there, so you can check that out on this site. And I'll put a link in the description below so you can find it really easily. Let's watch this next short video through as we get to see some real close-ups, some nice photography, and this model looks crazy good. I mean, I didn't see it fitting in with the Alliance of Destruction, but I could certainly see this fitting in with my Beasts of Chaos warband, and as a kind of leader in an army of Beasts of Chaos, this guy would be insane. But it is going to fit in with Destruction. And so, you know, if you want to find out more about him and how you could play him in Age of Sigmar, then there's some great details on the website, on the Warhammer community site, that gives you a little sneak peek at the abilities and some of his stats. I don't play Age of Sigmar, so for me, I wouldn't know where to begin with that right now, but I wouldn't even know how to fit him into Warcry, to be fair. But it does look cool, and if you want a centerpiece, or you're really good at painting, or you want to get better and practice on something awesome, then I think this model is definitely going to be worth taking a look at. But really interesting. Not one for me again, but I think if you like this, then yeah, this might be a good one. The shield is awesome. I really like the shield. It almost like he's got little shields attached to it, little trinkets from battles gone by, maybe little souvenirs. And yeah, that's a really nice feature, and all round a great looking model. And here we get to see a nice picture so we can compare him in size to the others. And he's there with the ogres and certainly looks to compare with the gargants. Really fits along with them nicely size-wise. But aesthetically, I don't think he fits in with this. I really can imagine him with the Beast of Chaos a lot more. But yeah, there he is. Great model, and maybe this is something that you're interested in. But for me, today was all about the Soulblight Gravelords, and especially those direwolves. I think they're fantastic. I can't wait to get them. And a close runner-up for me is this model. I really love it. These two wolves are awesome. And just sitting side saddle with those kind of paw feet just hanging out. I think it looks great. But I'd love to know what you think about these new models for the Soulblight Gravelords. So share your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think. And will you be picking any of these up? And also, what about this new Kragnos model? Is that something you're into? So join in the comment section below. It'd be awesome to hear from you. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page. And thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out. And you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description and it'll be great to see you there. I hope you enjoyed the video and the new releases that came out today. And I'll put a link to the Warhammer community site article so you can watch some of those other videos in full if you want to. I think if you play Age of Sigmar, there's some great models here for you. Those bigger ones are certainly going to be awesome on the large table as a centerpiece to an army. But for Warcry, I think the two we can see here are going to play in nicely. Maybe the one on the left could even be a little bit big, but I'm sure we could make it work just because it looks so cool. But those direwolves, they're going to be the ones that are going to fit really well into Warcry, and I can't wait for those to come out next month or the end of this month. So brilliant, thanks so much for watching. Come and join me again later in the week when we go through the Warhammer Fest 2021 online for the boxed games and also for the Mystery Day on Saturday. It'd be great to see you there. But thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.